All right, what's up, Cal family? It's your boy Rod. I'm back. We are looking at new transfer portal signees, Jordan Ross and Mr. Wilkins, son of Dominic Wilkins. I tried to find a game where they both played the most amount of minutes together on the season. Jordan played around like 20 minutes, and Wilkins played much less than that. So in this game, they both played like 20, 25 minutes. Western Carolina is not a world-beating team. But I want to preface this by saying a couple things. One is that Georgia, going into this game, was number one in the country in scoring. And you're going to see why right away. Second, it's really interesting because both players averaged around 7 points for the season, and that's a relatively low amount, given that the team was scoring in the 90, 95 range. So this game in particular, they do some things that I don't think they consistently do. But once again, the Madsen effect. If you've ever done it, he'll find a way to to bring it out of you. So we're starting right after the opening tip. Ross is in. Wilkins will come in later. So this is their first defensive play. This is the very, very first play of the game. He's in defensive help, secures the rebound. In fact, he doesn't really secure it. He specifically hits it. I don't know, forward on purpose or not, but look how fast this goes. In fact, let me take it back a second here. Okay. I believe he could have just grabbed that ball, but look at how fast this goes. Ball up 3. That took like a second and a half. I'm sure Western Carolina watched a lot of film, so they were, making a point to get back. But considering they kind of did all get back, Georgia beat them down the floor in a 4-on-5 somehow, right? And it was all Ross. And I was trying to evaluate, what is his value? Because he's not Pippen. I don't think he's defensively as locked in as Pippen. And he's not the same scorer, or at least he's not being asked to do that for Georgia. But the speed with the ball, and these guys are trying to stop him, it's next level. If we surround him with the right guys, we can also achieve this pace. So when I think about what Madsen's doing, it's got to be it, the pace. Keep this going. That's Wilkinson, by the way. So this is off his sideline, out of bounds. He's going to kick it to this guy, Kane, I think. They get confused, so he's going to step into a wide open 3 here. This would be a critique where he's not like Pippen yet. I always say I want to see as direct a line as possible. This is exactly why, right? You don't know these guys are going to get tangled up, but I don't know, you switch places for a reason. Maybe they do. If he's going straight this way, he could have turned straight there, or then this big man would have stepped up, and he probably would have gotten here and a lob roll. Now, as it stands, he takes the long way. Hey, they're all kids. And he pulls up for a 3, and he looks like Pippen there. That's why I keep saying it, because he just really looks like Pippen on this particular play. But he's not. But he pulls up for 3 there. Again, he shot a very low percentage from 3. So I don't know if he'll kick that number up or if he'll even attempt this shot a lot for us. But he's not a three-point shooter, and that is not what I've seen of him. If he does develop into one, I think it'll be a slow process. And they'll more use him to push the ball. All right, so now he's bringing it up with pressure. Western Carolina's gone into a 1-3-1, and Wilkins is checked in, and he's standing right here. So this 1-3-1 is, I don't know what they're going for. Maybe just to slow them Ross down a little bit, but there's a big gap here. he slowly takes the space, but I want you to see what happens at the same time. Up here we have Wilkins creeping for a lob. This guy calls it out, but if Ross decided to put a little more pressure there, I think they get that. There's a reason he's making that dive. For one, because he's got bounce. For two, I have to imagine they practice this. So I have to imagine they're going to bring this to Cal too. I expect to see a lot of Ross to Wilkins alley-oops. Wilkins reminds me of like if Hakeem Warwick was less talented, or like maybe Hakeem Warwick in like high school. I don't mean less talented because he could be that. Hakeem Warwick played 4 years at Syracuse, but he's got this like natural flowy jumping ability and energy without necessarily all of the like consistent skills. Anyways, Ross ends up again just going right at that big ass gap. Pardon my language. And now he's got options because he's collapsed the zone. We're going to need this. With Camden not on the team, catching here and changing how zones work, a guard that can really see those gaps, once again, Western Carolina, take it for what it is, and make plays like this will be great. Really inside-out, unselfish basketball. I'm going to let this run a little bit because they go straight into a press when Wilkins comes in. So I assume Wilkins is also their press guy, as he is on the ball immediately. So you're going to see his quick feet here. They get it across half court. Now this is where you're going to see what I mean about the raw nature of his game. He's on the ball. It's great. It's great. He's stopping the ball. He's locked in on a guard, no less. Gets screened. So here, I don't know what Georgia's defensive strategy is, but he kind of gets held up and turned around before he finds the man who hits a three. Now, you could argue that this could happen to anyone on a play like that, but you're going to see a few more examples here that he kind of gets lost a lot. Like, yeah, and maybe this guy should have switched out. I don't know. But you never want to see that, where he doesn't know where to. He's looking all the way around before he locates the guy. Hey, fair play, though. Let this keep going. Look at that. Love that. Ball just went in. This guy's literally just stepping out, and look at Ross. Where's the ball? Where's the ball? Where's the ball? Where's the ball? 1, 2, 3. Get us into the offense. Shot clock is at what, they lost 2 seconds on it? I don't know. 4 seconds? Brilliant. All right, so now they're going to get into this next set here. He's protecting the ball because he's under a lot of pressure. All right. Reverse now. He's in the corner. I like that. I mean, this is their offense, but as this man comes up, Wilkins flattens out. You see some guys stay too close, which gives him the space. It was a design play to come off this screen that I guess they know they're not switching into a curl where he picks up the ball around the old college three and hits that. See, I knew that was coming. I don't know if you guys knew that teardrop rainbow was coming. But that's kind of what I mean. Like, all right, so they ran this play for him because they know this is something he can do. But then that shot is not something I would expect. With a little bit, I don't know. Like, that's just, it's a game that if it's working, it can't be explained, and one that has a significant amount of space for improvement. All right, so ball goes in again, and they're all back on it. Ross is denying. Whoop! Come up with the ball. So the other guy's the one who hits it out. But I like what Ross does here, right? His man is being screened as he's running back, so he turns and pauses to help. which is part of the reason this guy is now looking up to pass, which is the reason this guy's able to hit it away, and he's in position. And finish with the whoop-de-whoop. It's good basketball. Again, this is what these guys do, and this is against a weak team. But you see the principles. Some version of this is going to come to Cal, and I'd love to see what Madsen brings out of him. Very next play, chase down of his own for another steal. And then look who comes down the middle. Wilkins. Mr. Wilkins. That's going to be fun. That's going to be fun. God, it's like if Chris Bell couldn't shoot, but could, jump higher or something. I don't know. There's going to be a lot of wacky moments, but a lot of good ones. Bolter's still in. We're on defense now. This is to show you what I mean, the good and the bad. All right, so Ross is on the ball playing good defense. Beats the screen there. Perfect. Wilkins tags, which is great, but he's got to have a little sense that this guy's now there, for one. And for two, his man is rising up. I'd like to see his left foot kind of above this as his man's going up, not with this gap. Because what happens is he does it late. He does get to that spot, but he does it late. His man catches it in the wing and gets to the basket. Now, he didn't score it, but it's another play where he got completely turned around. Fell down, turned around, spun up and down. Watch it again. Close out late, spin, slip. Like I said, it's going to be... He's young, though. This is a freshman, so with us, he'll have another year. But just bear in mind, it's going to be a mixed bag. Another example of Ross just pushing it up. This isn't even nothing fancy. I put this clip in to show it doesn't stop with him. It does not stop with Georgia. Look how quick this goes. By the way, it's because they're denying him that he doesn't start with the ball. Okay? Shot clock at 30. Fine. Don't give me the ball. Here I go. Into the offense. 5 seconds later. We're not even nearing a half-court count. And because you're late and not paying attention, how about we give you a foul call too? 2 plays later, this is off of a turnover. So... literally, that dude Dada just got a fast break. That was Ross's fault. And a dunk. Unobstructed. Look what Ross does right off the inbound. You can see Dada still getting back. Pushes all the way in and creates pressure. That's stuff that's going to help us win games. And then the last bit there is, this seems simple, but this is what I say, the good with the bad. Look where Wilkins is on this Jeremiah Wilkinson drive. Crashing. And height, but crashing. I think they're going to show another angle here in a second. Bouncing, cutting. Everyone else still outside. Beat his man, beat that man. If this had missed, it might have been showtime. Those kinds of things will be exciting. I think we have an interesting balance of guys as I've been going over the film. The Miloses of last year's team are more... athletic freshman versions, and then we're adding guys like this who we haven't really had in a couple years, just a freak athlete, random guy, what's your position? I don't know, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9? Does it matter? I don't know. But that's all I got for you. I'm going to bring it back with the next, I think I'm going to do 2 more next month. Until then, stay easy. Peace.
Hey. Mustard!